Hey guys, CryptoDad here again. Thanks for joining me on the Saturday night live stream, live from Michigan, where you can throw out questions and I'll do my best to get them answered. We'll talk about Bitcoin, we'll talk about the markets, we'll talk about altcoins. I'm going to move some crypto around for you guys, and I'll do my best to follow the chat and answer your questions as they come up. See if we can't solve your problems here live. So let's get started. Oh, here we go. Almost forgot the mic again. Thank you for being here. Welcome again to the layer. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, we got the rig. We got the Bitcoin logo in the background. We got everything set. I think the mic's now working. So let's check. Oh, okay. Yeah, mic is working. That's good. Looks like video is working. I want to thank everybody for being here. It's wonderful to see everybody. I'm going to do some greeting here. I just wanted to let you guys know that I got some new readers. I was told it's been like 10 years ago that I took an eye test and the doctor says, oh, your vision is fine. You have 20/20, but you're getting older, so your eyes are weak, so you need to wear readers. And he gave me some readers. This was in Korea, so I guess this was like 2006. No, I'm sorry. Must have been like 2010 that I got those, because I decided to have my eyes checked while I was still on their health plan. They had good health coverage in Korea. So he gave me a pair, which I used for a while, and then I lost them or broke them or whatever. And ever since then, I've been buying just cheap grocery store, Walmart readers. And lately I was having headaches, which I seem to be related to like my eyes. So I went into the eyeglass world over here and was, had an eye exam and explained my situation and, what I did, my normal routine. And he checked my eyes and everything and gave me a prescription for these readers. And it's just amazing, because what I was doing for the last 10 years was like literally just looking at everything with a cheap magnifying glass. And now, this is a prescription. So when I look at a book and look down at the book, I can see the entire page and all the letters are clear. I can read again. It's just weird. I should have done this a long time ago. So. And it's been a couple days, several days, so I think those headaches will start to go away. Anyway, so I got these new rims too. Hey, let's go over here to the main screen and thank everyone for being here. Mustafa Lam, always here with his icons in tow. Simon is here. Good to have Simon here. Mr. Miski, Barbara K., Kojo again, Kenneth Wiedner, always early. Emma, thank you for being here. Scott Lee, wonderful to have Scott here again. Amsterdam Holland, Frank Rodriguez, Psychedelic Astronaut, Mr. Miski, I already met Amsterdam Holland, yes. All here, yay. Let's pop out chat. Now, I had spoken to you guys last week about a tax expert who was planning on being here. I should have contacted her during the week and coordinated, but I didn't email her again until this morning, and she may not be available. So I sent her a invitation to a Google Hangout chat. So we'll see. And the invitation is for 6:15. So she might be here. I'm not sure. So we'll see. But anyway, for those of you who aren't familiar with the live stream, we've got a description down below that's got a bunch of cool affiliate links for products that you might be interested in, and links to all the news stories that I'm going to talk about tonight. So we've had some pretty big regulation-related news. So we'll cover that. And I guess that's it. Let's jump in. Thank you. JDO's here. Thanks for being here. I hope we don't have any crazy echoes tonight. I think we're doing okay. Hope my echo didn't hear me say that. We call our, I think it did. We call our Amazon Alexa Echo. And the reason we do that is because our son is named Alex. And she heard me. My son is named Alex, so we couldn't use the normal wake up because whenever we were talking to Alex or calling Alex, this thing would pop up and, ooh, can I help you? So we changed the name. And I don't think we could change it again because we're so used to calling it Echo. But I think you can call it other stuff like computer, or you can also call it Amazon and it'll wake up. But anyway. So that's that. Next opinion on Earth project, please. Opinion on Next Earth. Next Earth is a coin. I don't do coin evaluations. We talk about coins, but more in the tech support arena. I don't like tell you what the next great coin is going to be. Maybe I'd be rich by now if I did, but I don't. And I read a story about one of the big crypto fanboys who felt guilty because he advised people to buy a bunch of coins that flopped during crypto winter, and he was even sending them money or whatever. I mean, it's like, I don't recommend I don't recommend coins. I try to stay away from investment advice. Let's just put it that way. Okay, so let's jump into the news real quick. I was reading here. Let's see. Our first story will be market update. Is it? Crypto market analysis. Crypto's upswing stalls this week amid fresh regulatory concerns. Well, I don't know that I would call it a stall so much as a slight pullback. Let's take a look here. I think I've launched this already. Oh, come on, Rex. Ooh. There we go. We'll take a look at crypto.com. So we were, last week, we were at 23.5, I believe, right? Just over. So we had this like unbelievable pullback down to about 21.5. So not a huge pullback, like about $1,000 pullback from the price of Bitcoin. So, and all the headlines were screaming, oh, Bitcoin drops between under 22,000, which isn't a huge pull. It was, it was probably a 2 or 3%. I don't know, maybe 5% pullback, but not that bad, right? A lot of the altcoins took pretty good pullbacks too, but there was a lot of run up from the beginning of this year, so the market was due for a pullback anyway, and this regulatory news just gave it an excuse. So here we go. I got 21,837. It's up since earlier today. I think it was hovering around 21.7, 21.650, something like that. So now we're kind of on an upswing. So not a huge pullback. I've seen a lot worse, I'll tell you that. So take all this that we talk about tonight with a grain of salt, because it wasn't the huge pullback that everyone's making it out to be. So let's see. We'll just quickly, Ethereum is at 1537, and we had it was around 16,000 or 1600, pardon me. XRP is at 38, which is a little bit of a pullback. I don't know what's going on with XRP. Supposedly they were supposed to have resolved this case with the SEC by now, but they haven't. And so this regulatory scare probably spooked some of the XRP holders as well. Cardano is at 36, was up around 40. Avalanche is at 18, was over 20. So Avalanche had quite a pullback. Cosmos at 13.72, was over 15 a couple days back. So yeah, I mean, we saw some pretty decent, and they're all up from yesterday today. So that's why they all have like percentage ups today. Yeah, because today's Saturday. This thing came out on Thursday. Brought to you by Crypto.com, crypto exchange for your phone where you can buy, sell, trade, deposit, withdraw cryptos, and use your Crypto.com Metal Visa card to spend your crypto in the real world. Hey. All right, so let's jump into the first story. Oh, we're already in it, right? Bitcoin and Ether momentum stalled this week as investors fretted first about vibrant jobs data. Good jobs data is bad for the market, right? Good jobs data meant that the Fed was going to continue to rise, right? Good jobs meant hawkish Fed, right? So that was bad for the market. Vibrant jobs data, continued U.S. central bank hawkishness. They kind of go together. And then the potential for increased crypto regulation. Kraken's agreement to sunset liquidity staking services for U.S. customers particularly darkened the mood late Thursday. Okay, so Bitcoin was down 6.8, probably from its high down to its low, and Ether was 7.3 down from its high to its low. Wider, although this week's decline supported a number of analyses predicted that Bitcoin support will sink to the 20,000 level. It did not. It sunk. It didn't even break below 21, right? We were at 21.5. Here's our top performers. So I should point out that, yes, well, let's talk about the story, right? Let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is the Kraken thing. See what this is. So here's a very FUD story about, okay, now that Kraken has been, gotten in trouble or hot water with the SEC, are the other crypto exchanges next, right? So, okay, well, Kraken, let's see. The barrel of the U.S. government's gun. Insiders, experts. This week's action against Kraken could just be the beginning. Well, it's not. Let's look at what actually happened, right? So, Kraken, I think the SEC had threatened to investigate or take some sort of action against Kraken. And Kraken turned around and stopped staking. I think, where was that? Okay, so Kraken agreed to settle Securities and Exchange Commission charges. So they paid a fine and they stopped giving staking rewards in the U.S. only, right? There's more people out there buying crypto on Kraken than just in the U.S., right? There's Europe, there's Asia. And so Kraken will continue to offer those services, those staking services, to anyone outside the U.S., right? So it's not like Kraken got shut down. It's not like Kraken is like under investigation. It's over. They settled, right? So it's really not that huge of a deal. It's kind of weird that that would be the solution. Okay, we won't offer staking rewards anymore. It just, I don't know. It's like, who gets dividends on stocks anymore? I think maybe some people do. I mean, the big companies probably still pay dividends, but I think most of the retail people out there trading stocks are in it for, the trading advantages, right? The ups and downs of the stock. They're trying to make profits on the stock prices going up and down. Whether they're still worried about getting dividends, I don't know, And so how does staking crypto make crypto like a stock? I guess that was the litmus test that the SEC was threatening to use, which they didn't use. All they did was threaten them, right? All they said was, hey, we might do this, right? If they'd have taken it to court, it might have gotten thrown out of court for all we know, right? The SEC is not God, right? They have to abide by laws. So they can throw their weight around, but when push comes to shove and both the SEC and Kraken are standing before a judge, who knows what could happen. But so the SEC threatened Kraken with some sort of action, and Kraken says, okay, we won't offer stake rewards anymore. So apparently that's what made crypto like a stock was, that return on investment, that guaranteed return on investment, right? So, and there were a couple of people that made the comment that the powers that be, the SEC and the Justice Department and all these people are claiming that crypto is like gambling, but gambling is legal in the U.S. So I think there was a tweet that was something of the nature of the SEC won't let me stake my crypto for a 5% return, but they have no problem with me withdrawing all the money from my bank and going to Vegas and losing it all, right? So I don't know. The priorities seem a little screwed up. So anyway, my take, it's not as big of a deal as it's not all bad, right? So that was the title of the live stream. Is it helpful or hurtful? I think in a way it's helpful. Claude, thank you so much. Hey, Rex, thanks again for your help yesterday with my Ledger Nano X button. Ledger will send me a new one at no cost. I'm so glad to hear that. I hear a lot of sad stories about people having trouble getting through to Ledger support. And I believe Claude, the first thing he asked me was, is there someone I can talk to at Ledger? And my reply was, I'm afraid no. I don't believe there's any way to talk to someone at Ledger. And I don't, it would be nice, right? But it's been many years, and I used to be in tech support. I used to work at a computer store, and I spent a lot of my time on the phone talking with HP, Epson, Hewlett Packard, tech support, because, a lot of the questions that my customers had, went through me. I had to contact them directly. And back in those days, pre-internet, when I started working there in 95, I had to beg my boss for a modem so I could connect to the internet because nobody else in the store had a modem. But anyway, you used to have to call companies and talk to somebody, right? But that's been years now. Who talks to, most companies don't even offer any kind of verbal tech support. They don't have people on the phone. So I don't know. A lot of people still expect to just pick up the phone and talk to someone. But it's, most companies shield themselves from that, right? Especially tech companies. So especially the exchanges like Coinbase and BINANCE US. And I believe if you're persistent, you might be able to get somebody on the phone. But more often than not, the best path forward is to simply go to their support site and fill out a support ticket, on a web form, right? Where you might have to pull down some menus and say, okay, this is what my problem is. And then you'll get to a point where you can type in a little bit of explanation and then submit that. And most of the time that will yield some results. So I'm glad that worked out for Claude. I thought about mentioning to him that he might try taking some alcohol and a Q-tip, and maybe I don't have a ledger. Let's Sorry, guys. Once again. Anyway, I was playing around with my tech stuff, trying to figure out if she's going to show up. I guess she's not here. Okay. Yeah, that's Dan. Hey, Dan. I think I got it. I think we're not muted anymore. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway. Ugh. Yeah, see, this whole thing with trying to interview someone online has always been. Yeah, she's not there. Okay. She's not there. It's always been a hassle for me, especially during a live stream, because, you know, you can't use your webcam in the chat because the webcam is in use. So you have to have a secondary webcam, which I do. But anyway, am I back? I'm back. Anyway, I just thought I'd check it out. Maybe she'll show up next week, or maybe we'll connect during the week and just record a session that I can just post about tax questions. But I was hoping that she would show up so you guys could ask her some questions, but it didn't happen. All right, so we're still talking a little bit about the action against Kraken. And let's see here. This thing was cracking down. The SEC is cracking down. Now, well, she's not old, but our old friend, crypto mom, Hester Pierce, criticized the SEC for their action. She's a pretty outspoken crypto enthusiast. And she blasted her agency, arguing that the regulation by enforcement is not an efficient or fair way of regulating an emerging industry. Today, the SEC shut down Kraken's staking program and counted it as a win for investors. I disagree and therefore dissent. Right. Pierce's statement also slammed the regulator for shutting down a program that has served people well. Using enforcement actions to tell people what the law is in an emerging industry is not an efficient or fair way of regulating. Moreover, staking services are not uniform, so one-off enforcement actions and cookie-cutter analysis does not cut it. And I believe there were some senators, too, that took issue with this enforcement action by the SEC. I don't believe that Gary Gensler is very popular with the Republicans. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember. There was some Republican senator that said something about this too. Right. And, you know, do they even have the muscle to go up against Coinbase or not? I mean, they've already bumped heads a few times. Coinbase has pretty good lawyers, and they've, you know, just like Ripple, they hire a lawyer and like take them to court. The SEC does not have unlimited resources. They just kind of have the power of the law on their side. But they have the power of enforcement on their side, but they are not the law. And so, you know, they can be challenged in court, which is what Ripple's been doing. Of course, it's a long, drawn-out process. But it's never a guarantee that when the SEC goes after a crypto company that they're just going to jump and fold, right? I think Kraken just did the smart thing, just like get it over with rather than let it drag through court. And like I said, they only discontinued staking in the U.S. All right, let's see what else we got here. Kenneth had mentioned this earlier. The big story, which was a few days before this, was that the Bank of England said that they were that the digital pound was needed, and that they were planning on like rolling out a central bank digital currency, a digital pound. But then they softened their stance a little bit here. I guess this story, which is from 2 days ago, 3 days ago, digital pound could coexist with private stablecoins. Interesting. Central bank wants an EGP GBP to be retail focused and could form part of a mixed payments economy alongside cryptocurrency stablecoins. All right. So yeah, so that was big news. Central bank digital currencies are not what we want in the crypto community, right? When they first started talking about them back in the early days, like 2018 and 19, people in the crypto community were kind of behind the idea of banks using blockchain technology. But as this technology has moved forward, it's become obvious that these are going to be all about surveillance and control, and they'll just be digital forms of our current crazy fiat system, where bankers can create currency out of nothing. We've talked about this before, but most of the currency that is circulating in the economy is created out of thin air by bankers when they make loans, right? Money gets created when bankers create loans. And then the money supply contracts when everybody pays their loans back, right? So in order for this Ponzi scheme of a economy to continue, they have to make more loans, because if everybody paid all their loans back, there'd be chaos, right? We need debt. The society runs on debt, which is bad, right? This is what cryptocurrencies are addressing, right? Decentralized currencies that people can use peer-to-peer, that aren't controlled by governments or banks, and they're created proof of work or proof of stake, right? So digital pounds are probably coming. Digital dollars are probably coming. We'll see, but not really what we want, right? Probably they'll give them away in the beginning. Oh yeah, we're going to give you free CBDs. Just download the government app on your phone, and then you'll have your digital money, and we'll put like $200 in your account every month, and everybody will be happy. And then a year or two down the road, they'll say, okay, dollars aren't good anymore, right? The only thing you can use now to buy stuff is your digital dollars. And then people will be like, what? Right. All right. So that's it. I kind of talked a little about the digital pound coming out, and how they're trying to say, oh, well, we might be able to coexist with other stable coins, right? We'll see. All right, let me go over here. Sorry so much about muting the mic. My God, I don't know what I did again. I must have tapped the mic when I was doing something. But anyway, don't skimp with your health. Yes. All good now. Good. Will the SEC go after staking or Exodus Wallet or Ledger? Yeah, it's interesting. Ledger is basically a crypto wallet, and they're not really involved directly in being an exchange or staking. All of the staking that gets done in Ledger Live is done on the blockchain of whatever crypto it is, right? So Ledger as a company is not involved in that. They're just kind of facilitating it. And all of their swapping and trading stuff is done through third parties. So they're kind of insulated as far as that goes. I don't know, if the SEC would go after a wallet company. Seems kind of unlikely. All right, so let's launch Ledger Live. Just take a look at it real quick. So Ledger Live is the software that you use to manage your crypto wallets if you're using one of these hardware devices. This is a lot of people call this the wallet, but it's really the keychain to the wallet, although it is referred to as a wallet in many, you know, at many different situations, right? They say this is the wallet, but this is the keychain. Ledger Live is the software component. And then you could say that the Ledger Live and Ledger device combination is also a wallet, right? You could think of it that way. And you can also think of each separate account in your Ledger Live as its own wallet as well, right? So we can just say, oh, okay, this is my Ethereum wallet, but it is called an account in Ledger Live, right? So what were we talking about? Oh, well, do you think the SEC is going to go after Ledger? I doubt it, right? So, and like this buy sell stuff, all the stuff that you can buy in Ledger Live is okay. How much? Okay. I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, buy. Okay, buy. All right. So you can buy. See, this is ramp. This is different. Now, the SEC may go after ramp, but not Ledger, right? And then when you swap tokens, right, there's another third party here, CIC, which we've talked about before. That's a separate exchange. And CIC, I don't believe that's based in the U.S., right? But the SEC will go after anybody that caters to U.S. customers. And I think you can use this if you're in the U.S. I don't know what they're. I mean, it has the U.S. here, and they're not blocking me. A lot of sites that are like outside the U.S. jurisdiction will block you if they see from your IP address that you're in the U.S., but they're not. So I'm not sure. I believe they're headquartered in South America somewhere. So I'm not sure what their status is. But yeah, this is not Ledger either, right? So I don't know that the SEC really has anything to accuse Ledger of. It's just a crypto wallet. Will they get, like I said, if they're going to stake, then they're doing that on the blockchains. And I haven't heard, because staking is built into crypto. That's all that Kraken was doing. As far as I know, I'm just assuming that Kraken was taking people's tokens, like say, if, for example, Cardano, right? You send Cardano into, you store it in your Kraken account. They're holding it for you. So in their crypto Cardano wallet, so they could be staking it in their Cardano wallet and earning a return on it, right? And I believe probably they weren't allowed to do that unless you told them you wanted to stake, right? So if you just had Cardano in your spot account, they probably weren't staking it. But if you said, okay, I want to stake my Cardano, then they would say, oh, great. Will you tell us, we'll put a hold on your Cardano and we'll stake it in our wallet, and then we'll share the returns with you. So they were probably coming out okay on that whole staking thing. I don't know if they were doing that, but I'm assuming they were doing that, because how else are they going to generate a return? You know, so it was just like intermediary staking was how I was seeing it. It may have been more to it than that. I don't know. But staking is built into a lot of cryptos, right? You can stake Cardano natively. You can stake Solana natively. I'm sorry, not Solana, but Ethereum, Polygon you can stake natively. Cosmos you can stake natively, and all of those crypto tokens that have native staking built in. Sometimes there's APIs that will allow you to do it from within Ledger, but Ledger is not staking them for you. Ledger is not holding your crypto. Ledger is just facilitating the act of native staking by doing this, right? So I don't think that the SEC could go after Ledger for staking, because they possibly Ledger could say, okay, we're going to disable stabling, we're going to disable staking in our Ledger Live, possibly, but I don't know. Also, Ledger is French. Kraken was a U.S. based exchange. So not only were they servicing U.S. customers, they're in the U.S., right? So the threat from the SEC is much more immediate, whereas Ledger is in France, so it'd be complicated to go after them. Anyway. Yeah, Bitcoin became so mainstream that it won't make anyone rich fast anymore. Yeah, I think the whole crypto industry is like that too. On a painful personal note, I used to be able to go to ledger.com, and they had like a learning section where they had a bunch of my videos posted, along with some other guys too, some other YouTubers. Let me see if I can find it here. Ugh. Oh, learn, right? Yeah, I think. Yeah, and now if you go to Ledger Academy, all of their videos are like in-house videos. They don't feature third-party videos anymore. So, because I was talking to somebody and I was like, yeah, Ledger has a bunch of my videos on their site, and I went in and looked for them and they aren't there anymore. So, yeah. So, I mean, now the crypto industry is taking off. It's not as rinky-dink as it used to be, right? Little independent YouTubers, they don't need independent YouTubers to like demo their product anymore. They hired like people that could actually produce slick videos. All right. Anyway, just thought I'd point that out. Okay, so who's asking a question? Okay, XDC on Ledger Live. Okay. I don't know why. What is it with XDC? XDC is not compatible with Ledger. Again, I will say it again. I'll say it 1,000,000 times. You cannot store XDC on a Ledger. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm getting flustered over this, but I get this every week. Someone's asking me how to put XDC on a Ledger. You cannot do it. It is not supported, period. See, you go to XDC, you go to their wallet, right? You say, access my wallet, hardware, Ledger support coming soon. XDC does not support the Ledger device. It's not supported in Ledger Live, of course. And even the XDC third-party wallet does not support the Ledger device. So you cannot put XDC on your Ledger, period. I don't know how many times I have to say this. You moved XDC from Uphold to Ledger, then moved it back to Uphold as a test, and it showed up as ETH. What did I do incorrectly? Well, first of all, you can't put XDC on a Ledger, so I don't know how you managed to even do that. All right. When you're in Uphold is very weird the way it works. When you make withdrawals from Uphold, it will automatically convert your crypto into something else when you make withdrawals. So I don't have any XDC, but if you're trying to make a withdrawal of a crypto, let's just do this XRP, for example. And you say, oh, okay, I want to send it over to my Bitcoin wallet or whatever. It's going to convert XRP to Bitcoin. It's just a trade is all you're doing. And if you try to send it to your like Ethereum account, right? It's just not going to work, right? What you really have to do is send it to crypto networks. But let's say you do this Ether, and then it won't let me do this because I don't have enough in the wallet to even demo this. It'll ask you to put in your Ethereum address, and you may think, oh, moving my XDC over to my ledger. It's converting XDC into Ethereum and then transferring it into your wallet. Okay, the link. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. Okay. This tutorial will show you how to create your first XFIN XDC network account with your Ledger device on My Crypto. Okay, yeah. Someone else had mentioned My Crypto. Okay. I couldn't figure it out. I don't have time to go through all this right now. I'll have to look at it later. But I'd be farting around trying to figure this out. Open Ledger Live, My Ledger, search XDC, app catalog, search XDC, and okay. All right, I'm going to have to put in my here. Come on, Rex. Okay. Okay. All right. Allow Ledger Manager. Okay. XDC. Okay, you're right. It has it. Okay. Okay. Now what do we do? Now we got to go over here. Oh my God. All right. Where am I? Where did it go? Okay, here we are. Meet XDC, blah, 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 blah. Let me see. Okay. Install. Okay. It's installed. Now where does it say? It just ends. It doesn't say anything about how, okay, I'm done. Install, next step. Okay, go to their forum. Okay, so via MetaMask, okay. Oh, man, this XDC is just never going to leave me alone, is it? Okay. XDC on... Yeah, it's going to take me right back to this. Ugh. Here's someone complaining that they can't do it on My Crypto. My Crypto is this site over here. And I played around with this the other day. Yeah, this is an Ethereum manager. So I don't know how you're going to be able to use this to deal with XDC, but whatever. Whenever I try to get the following, we were unable to find an address that contained XDC. Just connect your ledger to MetaMask after adding XDC RPC and move that your XDC that way. Only change you have to, okay. All right, so we could do it this way. right. All right. They don't, I didn't see it here. No, but it might be over here. Okay. Okay, there we go. The only problem that I had was XDC starts with an XDC address starts with XDC, not 0x. Why isn't this working? Okay, let me disconnect it. Of course, it's not cooperating with me right now. All right, let's see if we can get out. Oh, Jesus. I can't seem to disconnect this from here. Okay. It's not going to help me. Okay. It's not going to do this for me, is it? Why won't this do this? Ugh. Why can't I get this thing to disconnect? There's got to be a way to do this. This is really frustrating. I'm trying to make this thing disconnect so that I can start this from scratch, and it won't let me. It won't let me. Okay. Wow. Okay. Damn it. Ouch. Damn. Okay, that's what I've been trying to make happen for the last 10 minutes. Okay, let's try this. Wow, man, just not cooperating with me. Okay. Okay. I don't know what the block. Okay, here. There's our block explorer. Okay. My God. Yeah, see, the problem I have with that is that an XDC is still not, the address of an XDC does not start with 0312. It starts with XDC. So I'm not sure how anyone manages to withdraw XDC. So let's go over here. Let's take a look. Okay. All right. Well, there's our XDC address. Okay. Well, apparently it allows that. Yeah, I don't have any XDC. I'm not talking. That's why there was no sound. XDCE is an Ethereum token, ERC20, with a consensus algorithm of proof of work. That gives the token holder flexibility to get benefit. Gets confusing having coins in all these external wallets. Yeah. But if I go to make a deposit of XDC, yes, it does get confusing. Whoops. Ah, come on, Rex. Jeez. Okay. Deposit. Right? See? XDC. That's the deposit address. I've never found a wallet that will allow me to with deposit with an address that starts with XDC. MetaMask is an EVM based wallet, so the address is 0x blah blah blah, like an Ethereum token. So I'm assuming if you well, let's see. This is the bane of my existence, this XDC. People will not stop asking me about it. I don't know what it is about it. Okay. Okay. Can I buy it? It's just like, ugh. I'm ready to just buy it. Yeah, I don't really want to. I can't. Oh my God. Okay. Well, is there trade? Okay, markets. Okay. XDC. Okay, so I want to buy this. Huh. Okay, I don't even know how to buy on. I mean, I would do it if I had some XDC in here, but I don't. That's my problem. And I've never tried to buy anything directly. Well, it's like, how do you buy on this thing? It's like, I don't get it. Earn, okay. Yeah, I hate Uphold. Okay. It is just so, like, whacked. Okay. Okay. So silly. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just can't do this. I can't. Okay. Transact. What does that do? Add funds. Okay. Oh, geez, here we go again. Over to this. From what? My bank? My bank? Oh, I haven't added any banks. Okay. Google Pay? Ugh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, and then, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. I don't know what's going to happen. I could go through all this and then they tell me, oh, it's going to be 65 days before you can withdraw. Although I was told, or I got an email saying, hey, you no longer have to wait 65 days to withdraw your crypto. I'm like, oh, really? Welcome to the 2022. You know, every other crypto exchange lets you withdraw crypto, you know, within minutes after you make a purchase. But no, Uphold was making people wait 65 days before they could withdraw their crypto when they bought it, right? Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I'll play around with XTC and I'll maybe figure out what the F is going on with it. But as far as I know, I guess you can put it in your MetaMask wallet. And, you know, of course, this would have to be a, you know, ledger-based MetaMask wallet. But I still don't know the whole deal with the My Crypto. I mean, how is My Crypto involved in XTC? Right? And this ledger thing it just ends right here. Doesn't say anything about how you use My Crypto. Right? You go over to their forum, and then, I don't know, you say My Crypto. Right, that. Okay, see, XDC address given from Ledger and My Crypto is not valid to received XDC tokens. Can't access my XDC from my crypto wallet. How do I recover my XDC tokens after I transfer to a wrong address? Yeah. It seems like this would be the way to go. I mean, this looks very similar to My Crypto and My Ethernet, myetherwallet.com or .io. Very similar interface. It's like they built on top of it. But this has been like this for over a year now. Coming soon. Never happens. So I don't know what to say. Okay, XDCE is compatible with all decentralized exchanges and has a presence in liquidity markets and supports XDC liquidity. Okay. Can we leave XDC out now? Can we move on? I'm just like so sick of XDC. I don't know. What is the attraction with XDC? Someone's asking about BNB tokens. So he wants to know how to convert. Ken, how do you convert BEP2 BNB? Okay. Really, I don't know that there's any. There used to be a BNB wallet that you could actually do like conversions between the chains, but I don't know that that wallet works anymore. Binance was always like messing around with it. See, now they've changed the name. I mean, I don't know if that's even going to work anymore. Well, I don't know what this is. They keep messing around and changing the way it works and everything else. And install the extension. Okay. Okay. The Binance wallet, right? Okay. And it used to allow you to switch between the networks. I'd have to go through all this. Okay. 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 Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So there's more than one ledger app for BNB, right? They have, and I don't have them on my device anymore. But long story, you could do this. It allows you to connect your ledger and do I think you can convert from one to the other. All right, let's just do it. Just like, oh my God. Okay. It's just a rough night for me. Okay. I can handle it. Okay. Oh, did they not have the old one? See, they used to have two Binance. Yeah, there used to be two. Now they don't have it anymore. Come on, man. Oh, over here. Okay. Yeah, see, there used to be Binance Smart Chain, and then the other one was like called just regular Binance Chain. But apparently they don't have that anymore. So, yeah, this Binance BEP2 has essentially just been abandoned. Last year, I was trying to get out of some BNB2 coins that I had stored in my Trust wallet, and I suddenly found that Binance had pretty much abandoned BEP2. But in answer to your question, the easiest way, it seems like now the only way to do it, is to deposit your BNB on Binance US or Binance if you have access to Binance. If you're an international, if you're outside the US, you should be able to use Binance. But once you've got your BNB in Binance in your trading account, so let's see if I can do this with $10. I don't know. We'll try. I doubt they're going to let me buy $10 worth, but we could try. I'd be amazed. Yeah, it has to be at least $10. Hey, I had $10 in here. No, they're not gonna let me do it. I wasn't ready for this. I don't have money laying around. So if you drop your BN, well, okay, we can do that. Let's assume that we've got, some BNB in our wallet here. Well, let's assume it's BEP2, but it's not, right? We know what it is. It's Binance Smart Chain. All right. Make a deposit. Yeah, we get it. We can't use this, but we can use this. We're going to basically do it the opposite way. Whoops. Oh, I need to send. Okay. All right. How much is in here? What was it? That's $31. That should be enough. I hope. What's this? 37? Okay, let's do that. So, whatever BEP2 that you have, and I don't know if it's in a wallet or where it is. I would be surprised if you've got a BEP2 wallet laying around, but maybe you do. So transfer your BNB tokens onto Binance or Binance US. And once it's there, you can withdraw it in the opposite format, right? So instead of withdrawing it on BEP2, you would withdraw it on BEP20, right? So basically you're using the Binance US exchange to convert your token for you, right? Because once you get BNB token on Binance or Binance US, to them it's just BNB, right? It's generic BNB, and you can withdraw it in whatever format you want. So the best thing to do, oh, it's on Binance US? Well, if it's on Binance US, then you switch networks when you make your withdrawal. So once the coin gets here, I'll withdraw it to my ledger. Might take it a few minutes though. I deposited some Bitcoin yesterday, and it took it all day long. I mean, I thought it was going to be like 5 minutes. It took all day for the Bitcoin to finally show up in my Binance US account. But BNB usually, BNB usually comes in pretty quick because it's their native token or whatever. All right. So we're over here in our ledger. We've got our Binance Smart Chain account over here that we've created with our ledger. Okay. And so we have to be in the... Did I even install that, by the way? I may not have... Oh, I thought it said that I had it installed. But maybe I don't. I guess I don't. Doggone it. Oh, jeez. Let's go back here. No, I did not install it. I just fretted and strut and fret my hour upon the stage. Okay, now it's there. All right, now we can get out of this. All right, there it is, Binance Smart Chain. And that's weird that even Ledger has abandoned the BEP2 app, right? So yeah, we'll go to Binance Smart Chain. We'll do a receive. We'll confirm on the device, verify. All right. It looks very similar. Well, it's very similar to a ERC20. Oh, doggone it. I forgot to copy it into my clipboard. Okay. It's very similar to an Ethereum address. It's an EVM-based token. Okay, so now we can withdraw this to our just all we have to do is switch from BEP2 to BEP20 and put in the right address. All right. And that's it. I guess the answer to your question was really simple. And I tiptoed around it. Okay, there we go. Now we got to do this. Withdraw, confirm our withdrawal. And it should end up in this wallet shortly. I thought you had your BNB in a wallet somewhere. I didn't realize it was on the exchange. Yeah, the ledger now supports HBAR natively. Right, so I have a little bit of HBAR in this wallet here. It's pretty easy now. The only thing weird is the way the address format works. So you basically go over to My Ledger and you install the HBAR app. Right. Well, I had it installed and I created the account at one point. And then I guess I uninstalled it or whatever. Yeah. So when you're in the My Ledger section and you're installing crypto apps, they will tell you whether it's supported in Ledger Live or you need a third-party wallet to manage it. So HBAR said Ledger Live supported. So once you have the app installed, then you go back to your account and say add account and say I want to add an HBAR account. Right. And then it'll create the account for you. It wants me to open it, of course. Right. It's just going to find the one that's already there and then offer me the option of creating an empty one if I want to. See, I already have an account. Oh, you know what? I don't think it will allow you to add more than one. It's weird. Please refer to the support article on how to create a header account. Add new account. Yeah, it was always kind of quirky to begin with. Before they supported it in Ledger Live, you used to have to go through like sign up for a HBAR account and do all kinds of weird stuff to get it to work in their third-party wallet. But then Ledger came out with Hedera support, but apparently you can only have one Hedera account. So that's it. I guess if there's weird ways to maybe create a secondary. Like any other crypto in Ledger Live, you can have multiple accounts. Like you can have more than one Binance Smart Chain account. You can have more than one Bitcoin account. You can have more than one Ethereum account. But for whatever reason, Hedera you can only create one account on one ledger, I'm assuming. Yeah, but you can store it in Ledger Live pretty easy now. Okay. Still lost, faking it. Yeah, well, fake it till you make it. You know what I mean? Back in 5. Okay, JDO, no problem. You're the best. Without you, we'd be lost. I don't know. I don't know about that. I still haven't figured out XDC. I think I bought some at some point, thinking that it might, and maybe I have some somewhere. That's one of my things is like I buy so many cryptos and just throw them into wallets. Sometimes I forget where I put them. Like I have this portfolio tracker and I have to manually add all my tokens, which is good for me because sometimes I'll see a token in there and that I haven't looked at in a long time. Like, you know, if I'm like, oh, okay, well, it's like, looks like I still have Ergo. You know, what's Ergo? And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's like, well, where the heck did I put that Ergo? And then I have to like go back and try to backtrack and figure out where I put that token and what wallet it's in. And sometimes it's nerve wracking, but I'll always end up finding. I was like, oh, it's there. Okay. Sometimes I'll even watch my old videos to figure out where I put stuff. Like, oh yeah, I did a video on that. And then I'll watch the video and I'll watch myself and I'm like, oh yeah, I put it in that wallet. See, I have the benefit of like being able to review my past actions on video. I wanted to do a little transfer. The new ledger is I think you're talking about the Stax. They're available for pre-order if you want to order a Stax, but they aren't shipping until March. Ledger Stax. Oops. Yeah, you can order one today, but they won't ship until March. I don't see where it says. Yeah, thanks for your excitement. We have received all the pre-orders we can deliver through summer of 2023. Ouch. Sign up to be the first to know as soon as we reopen orders. Wow. Was not aware of this. Please note that Ledger Nanos are in stock. Yeah, please buy one of our other wallets. Wow, was not aware of this. Right. So if you've already pre-ordered, then it should be, they start shipping in March. But according to this, it may take them all the way till summer to start, you know, filling all their orders. Wow, did not know that. Why can't I store my Avalanche tokens on my Ledger Nano X? Well, you can, but not in Ledger Live, right? I noted that earlier. When you look at an app, if you note, there is an Avalanche app. And I have it installed on my device, but it says requires third-party wallet. Now, you can use MetaMask to manage your Avalanche tokens on your Ledger device, right? So I know a lot of people, when they say, why can't I store it in my Ledger, they mean, why can't I store it in Ledger Live? Because to them, that's the Ledger, which makes sense, totally makes sense. But you can store Avalanche tokens in a wallet that is where the Ledger device is your private key. Like, I know that's a mouthful, but in that sense, you could say it's on the Ledger, but it's not really. It's never really on the Ledger. So crypto is always on the blockchain. The Ledger device is just a keychain that unlocks your access to your wallets, right? It stores the private keys. That's what it does. So you never put your crypto on the Ledger, but you do put it in Ledger Live, right? So when most people say, I want to put it on my Ledger, they mean in Ledger Live, right? So, so how can we manage AVAX or Avalanche token using our Ledger device? Well, you would use MetaMask. And let me just, I'm going to remove these two Ledger accounts so you can see what I'm talking about. Let's get this one out of there. Okay. All right. So if I have MetaMask and I want to use the Avalanche network, I can switch over to the Avalanche network. You can also add it if you don't have it. Let's just take it off, right? I don't know how you do that, actually. Let me see. All right, let's see. I don't know that you can actually delete a network once you've put it on. Oh, there's Avalanche. Okay. I don't think I can. I think I would have to uninstall MetaMask and then reinstall it to remove existing networks. But when you go in here to add network, Avalanche will be in this list if it's not already in there. So it's pretty straightforward to add Avalanche network to your MetaMask. Right. And so you can see I have it in my list of networks. So that's why I can switch over to Avalanche. Right. And once I have my Avalanche network set up, then I would simply connect my Ledger device. See, it says connect hardware wallet. I'll turn this guy on. Right. I need to be in the Ethereum app, not the Avalanche app. That's what's kind of weird. When you're managing Avalanche in MetaMask, you have to use the Ethereum app. I know it's weird. All right, we go to Ledger. We say continue. We pair it up. All right, and there are the two accounts that it sees. It says ETH, but it's actually Avalanche token because I already have some in here. Right, so boom, there's some Avalanche in this wallet already, stored on my Ledger, so to speak, right? The Ledger device holds the private key for this Avalanche wallet, and I'm using MetaMask to manage it. Right, let's call this one, Ledger main. Oops. And let's call this other one Ledger H. Keep it straight in my head. There's a little bit in this one. So that's one way to do it. Now, there is another way to do it using the Avalanche app with the Avalanche wallet. There is an Avalanche-based wallet where you can manage Avalanche on a Ledger device using the Avalanche app. But I find it's much easier to use MetaMask, and it's more useful because you can connect to DEXs with it. But there is a way to do this with the Avalanche app. Of course, I don't know. Whoop. Did I not install Avalanche? Oh my God. I don't know what I did. I must have wiped all my apps off at some point when I was playing around, doing a demo or something. Here, I'm talking about them, and then I'm looking at them, and I'm like, oh, while I'm here, I should just go ahead and install it. No, it says it's installed. Okay, so where is it? AVAX. 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 There it is. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Oh. All right. So here. So we can access this wallet through Ledger. And you could manage Avalanche this way. This is pretty complicated, but it does employ the Avalanche app. See, there's a small amount of Avalanche in there. It's accessing this same, this wallet. It's the same wallet. It's just accessing it from over here. So if you want to do it that way, you can do it that way. And you can use this wallet to convert the chains. And I believe, that if you convert your AVX to P chain, you can stake it natively if you have AVXP. So probably more than you really wanted to know about Avalanche token on a Ledger. Careful what you wish for. Diarrhea gun. Okay. crypto Cybertruck to show up. Is the new ledger only good if I have NFTs? Question mark. Or do I have any other advantages compared to Ledger Nano X? Well, it does. It will. The Ledger Stax will do everything that a Ledger Nano X does. You'll be able to store and access all of your crypto using that device. And when you, it's not just the advantage is not just that you can sort of see your NFTs in black and white on it. It also will allow you to, check balances and or verify accounts and authorize outgoing accounts from the device, right? So instead of sitting here playing with these two buttons, you'll have this Ledger Stax thing that's a touch screen, and you'll be able to manage in cryptos in and out. Just like you'll be able to do everything you do in Ledger Live with a Stax through their touchscreen. So yeah, it's more than just managing NFTs. It improves the entire Ledger experience, because the drawback to Ledger is these infernal buttons, right? Everything has to be done with these buttons. It's like you're using some gadget from the 1800s, and this tiny little menu screen. It's just ridiculously primitive, right? When, Ledger, the Trezor has had, the Trezor T has a beautiful touchscreen that allows you to verify transactions using the touchscreen. So much nicer. But even this, the touchscreen is kind of small, so it's a little tricky. So the Ledger Stax is going to be slightly bigger, hopefully just the right size for managing your hardware wallet really simple and intuitive, right? With a touch screen, just like we do everything, right? Everything's a touch screen. Our laptops have touch screens, our phones are touch screen, our tablets are touch screen. Our crypto devices should be touch screen. That's Stax. It's the promise of Stax, right? I'm just going to go ahead and enter the touch screen on this Trezor, because I did want to do a transfer. Doggone it. Urgh. Okay. All right. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, and I'm gonna do the hidden wallet. The Trezor wallet. Okay, so it's not gonna. This happened to me last week too. This cord it won't reach far enough. But let's see if we can muddle through here. Okay, so sort of see it. Okay. Right, so notice that I've got like a touch screen that I can do this. I don't want to show you the passphrase. All right. Oh. Okay. But I'm going to try and show you this. Okay. So here you go, right? So we got some Bitcoin in this Trezor, and I'd like to send some over to BINANCE or an exchange, Coinbase. So we want to do a receive, right? We want to receive Bitcoin into our account. So there's the address. And we'll go over here. and we'll say, oh, okay, I want to send to this address $100 worth of Bitcoin. And look how cool the, so like I can see on my screen, right? Okay, so there's the screen, right? So we hit review and send, right? And then there it says confirm. And all I have to do to confirm, it gives me all the information. Like a ledger, I have to scroll through like 2 or 3 little screens to see all this information. They can give me all the information on one screen, the address and the amount, and then I just tap here, right? And then, okay, there's even more information on one screen. And then I just hold this button down until the transaction goes out. Boom. Just gorgeous interface. Easy to use. So intuitive. That's what Ledger Stax is trying to do. Ledger Stax is trying to be a better Trezor T. But Trezor T is expensive. Trezor T is like $219. The Ledger Stax, if I recall, the Ledger Stax is like $289, right? Ledger Stax is not cheap either. So with the touchscreen comes, a higher price point. But, we really need an intuitive way to manage crypto safely and securely, right? I am just heartbroken with all the people that I disconnected it, right? That I get so many people that get scammed. It's just heartbreaking. So I had someone again today. They asked me, please, sir, how do I withdraw my crypto from Cointracker? And I got this question a lot, and it took me so long to I don't understand. Why would anyone think that you needed to withdraw your money from Cointracker? Cointracker is a tax software. Right? It's for helping you do your taxes. And you connect your exchanges and your wallets, and it tracks your transaction history. But you do not make deposits into this. This is not a wallet. This is a tax service. But apparently there are scammers out there that claim they're from Cointracker and that, oh, the IRS is going to, you're going to go to jail if you don't do your crypto taxes. And so we'll help you. And they convince people to send them their crypto, because I get a lot of people saying, how do I withdraw my crypto from Cointracker? It's a scam. So I'm trying to over and over again, Cointracker.io is not a wallet. Don't send them crypto because it gets stolen. Once you send somebody crypto, it's irreversible. You can't get it back. So, and then this is just one of the many scams you're going to be seeing during tax season. My friend Randy sent me an email that said, your MetaMask wallet will be disabled. And he asked me, what is this? Should I be worried? And I said, no, that's a scam. First of all, how does MetaMask know your email in the first place? You don't give MetaMask your email when you set up the wallet. So how could they possibly know your email? So this is not MetaMask sending out these emails. These are scammers trying to tell you. And the trick is, what they'll do is they'll send you an email that says, your MetaMask wallet will be disabled due to new U.S. regulations. Click here to, whatever, to authorize or whatever. And the link takes you to their malware. Either you download their malware or they take you to some tech support site that says, in order to activate your MetaMask wallet, please enter your 12-word recovery phrase here. And then they get you. And then they drain your wallet. So, especially during tax season, be on the alert. Don't, the IRS, you know, even the IRS scammers, like they call elderly people over the phone and say, we're from the IRS and we're going to come arrest you unless you give us your bank account so you can pay your back taxes. And, you know, senior citizens get, you know, mortified. They don't know any better. So they end up giving all this information to these scammers on the phone and get their bank accounts emptied out. It's the same scam in a different form, right? They call you up, they email you, they text you, they DM you on Twitter, Facebook, Telegram, WhatsApp, and they say, oh, we're from MetaMask, or oh, we're from Ledger. Your wallet's about to get disabled, you know, or you better pay your taxes, or you're going to get arrested. And so, you know, click here. You click there, and then they give you another screen that says, enter your backup phrase. Please don't do this, guys. Please don't. I mean, it just breaks my heart to see people get scammed over this stuff. Be aware that those that use words such as immediately, trying to do things in haste. ND, don't allow them to take you in. Slow down and think clearly. Wonderful advice, Soccer World. Yes. Any, you know, even when I'm in a conversation with someone, like I'm at a store or whatever, anytime they try to time pressure me, alerts go up in my brain right away. Like, oh, you know, this sale you know, ends tomorrow. You know, they always try to time pressure you. So it's a age-old technique. Anybody on the phone, anybody, you know, at a shop, you're getting your car fixed or anything, they try to time pressure you. Well, you got to have this taken care of, you know. So they're always trying to time pressure you. The red flag should be going up. I'll set it up then. Do I need to do anything? I have my Ledger Live pick it up, or will it just pick up? Okay, what are we? My seed phrase works, and I figured it without hurt to leave two ledgers connected to one Ledger Live if it was possible. Can I have two ledgers connected to the same seed phrase Ledger Live? I was thinking about backing up my current ledger with another one in case something happens to it. Yes, by all means.
Show over to the Binance Smart Chain.
Let's see, where are we here? Ledger backup. Okay, so there was this Ledger backup pack, and where they sold you two ledgers, and the idea was you set up the Ledger Nano X as a new device, and then you use that Ledger Nano S Plus as your backup or mirror device. So I walk you through that completely from beginning to end, how to set up a mirror device. So if you have two Ledger Nano X's, you would basically use the same technique I show in this video. Set up your, your go-to device as new, store your crypto or whatever, and then write down your backup phrase during that process. And then when you set up the second device, instead of setting the second device up as brand new, you set it up as you restore using the 24-word backup phrase that you create when you set up the first device. I highly encourage you to do that. Right. Don't set it up as new. Set it up as do a recovery. Okay. Make sure. Okay. That's it right there. 1046. Hey guys, CryptoDad.
Let's
Here
do
1046. Okay. Using an existing 24-word recovery phrase. So here I am. See, you click over to restore. So don't do setup as new. Don't do that one. Advance one over using the right button until you get to restore. And then from restore, you put in the seed phrase that you wrote down on the first device. And that's how you create a mirror. But yeah, this video, you walk you through it from beginning to end. Bitcoin Cash, poop coin. Bitcoin Cash was a hard fork of the Bitcoin blockchain back in 2017. When it first came out, I got some Bitcoin Cash for free because I was holding Bitcoin in a wallet during the snapshot, right? So when the chain split off, I got some Bitcoin Cash. But if you look at, so it's not really a scam, but it's not really anything close to what Bitcoin is, right? Everybody recognizes that Bitcoin is the coin that everyone accepts as Bitcoin. There's a lot of like Bitcoin Cash people that they're like cultists, and they'll tell you, oh, the Bitcoin is not the real Bitcoin. The real Bitcoin is Bitcoin Cash. No, but it turns out Bitcoin Cash is number 28 by market cap, and it goes for $124 per coin. So what would you rather have? The Bitcoin that sells for $21,800 per coin, or Bitcoin Cash that's only worth $124.54? Mind you, they both originated from the exact same chain, right? So people don't recognize Bitcoin Cash as being equivalent to Bitcoin. If they did, then Bitcoin Cash would also be 21,864, but it's not. But it is a legitimate coin, right? Some people love it, swear by it. I personally don't. Right? There's another one too, Bitcoin BS, Bitcoin Satoshi version down here, 61. This was another fork. If I'm not mistaken, I think Bitcoin SV forked off of Bitcoin Cash. And Bitcoin SV is only worth 41. Yeah. So yeah, it's not a scam. It's an alternate chain. It's a hard fork off the Bitcoin blockchain. But it never really, won anybody over. Right? Most people don't even know what Bitcoin is. Right? So if someone, they have no idea, they're going to go, well, what should I buy? Should I buy Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash? And they look at the price and they're like, what's this? They don't know. They're just going to accept Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin. It's called Bitcoin, right? It's not Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, Bitcoin, my little, it is Bitcoin, even though Bitcoin Cash people, they're like, oh, evil Bitcoin is not the real Bitcoin. Okay. Believe what you want, but the market doesn't buy it, so who are you going to believe? Bitcoin Satoshi's version, BTC SV. Yeah. Okay, so we moved the Bitcoin out of our Trezor wallet. Let's see if it has arrived over here in Coinbase yet. Let's go to my assets. I transferred some Bitcoin yesterday, and I sent some to Bitcoin. I sent some to Coinbase, and I sent some to Binance US, and it took all day long. I don't know if the Bitcoin blockchain was slow yesterday or what. Let's see. Okay, so they have recognized that I've sent my Bitcoin to them. Right, but it's still pending on the Coinbase side. So we probably won't have access to it before the end of the live stream. I did a video yesterday, or I just posted it today, on using alternate chains for purchasing some AI crypto, like Fetch AI, Singularity, and artificial liquid intelligence. And the interesting thing about this video is that I used alternate chains like Binance Smart Chain and PancakeSwap, Polygon and QuickSwap, and Cardano and Miniswap. So Dan turned me on to Miniswap. I think someone in the live stream was asking about Miniswap for Cardano, and I used it to buy some of those tokens. Let's see if we'll buy a little bit. And then someone on that saw this video said, "Oh, can't I just store these tokens on my ledger in Ledger Live?" And I was like, "Well, let's find out." So if you go into my Cardano account and you look in my tokens, that AI that AI token that I bought is not showing up in Ledger Live, but it does show up in the Eternal Wallet. So if we go to the Eternal Wallet and look at the exact same wallet, the ledger-based wallet, and we go to my token list, that AGIX token, you can see it's in there, right? It's in my wallet, but Ledger Live doesn't see it as a ADA token, and Ledger Live doesn't support it yet, but it's in there, right? So I'm not worried about it that it's not showing up in Ledger Live, because I know it, I can see it over here. I know it's in there. The same with that other one too. There was one that's in my Polygon. So over in MetaMask, if we look, let's switch to Polygon. See, I have this ALI token in here, in this wallet, this Matic wallet, my Matic at H. But if I go over to Ledger Live and look at that same Polygon wallet, right? Same balance, right? Notice 163 Matic. It's the same exact wallet, just in Ledger. I'm looking at it using Ledger Live. I don't see that ALI token. Ledger Live doesn't support it yet. So there are if we're dealing with new tokens, fairly new tokens, you can add them to MetaMask by using the import token feature. So all you need to know is the token contract address, and you can import the token into MetaMask. But you can't do that in Ledger Live. Ledger Live doesn't have an import token feature. You just have to wait for Ledger Live to support the token. So it would be nice if Ledger Live just automatically supported every token and every crypto out there, but it doesn't. So it's a great tool for a beginner and for even an advanced user that wants to manage all their tokens. Come here. Who's Kitty? Kitty, say hello. It's Kitty. Oh, he's gonna come up on the thing. Oh, he's like, hey, I'm back. I'm on the keyboard. I just hope he doesn't like do anything crazy on the keyboard. You came back to see everyone. You having trouble keeping your eyes open? Oh my God. Okay. All right. So Kitty's here. There's Kitty. So yeah, it would be nice if Ledger Live supported I mean, even if they would have the courtesy to support every token that is that they have an app for, right? But they don't, right? There are certain apps out there that you only have third-party wallet support. And even some of the chains like Polygon and Cardano, Ledger Live isn't going to always see the tokens that you're dealing with if they're fairly new, right? So you see here we've got Monero requires a third party, Avalanche requires a third party, VeChain, Internet Computer, EOS, Flow. There's a bunch of them, right? So Ledger Live is great, but it only goes so far as being able to manage and view your balances, right? Right. There's a certain point where if you're into crypto, you have to be savvy enough to learn how to use third-party wallets so you can manage your balances, especially for those new up-and-coming coins that you want to get your hands on. All right. Sure, I want to get the latest, greatest coin, but I'd rather store it in my own wallet. And on top of that, if I'm going to store it in my own wallet, I would want it to be a Ledger-compatible wallet, right? And if it's not supported in Ledger Live, the next thing I'll do is figure out if it has third-party support so that I can use my Ledger to secure my crypto, even though maybe I can't manage it in Ledger Live, right? So, I mean, you see here, I bought quite a bit of this ALI, so I'm not going to leave it in a hot MetaMask wallet. I want to use it with a Ledger-based wallet, right? This is a Ledger-based wallet, right? We connected this wallet to our MetaMask. So all of these cryptos, the private keys are on my Ledger device, right? Can we use Ledger Live app for two wallets? Yes. Ledger Live will allow you to connect multiple devices when you create accounts. So, for example, if I create most of these accounts are my Ledger Nano X. But if I want to add an account with a different device connected, then like this account here, there's nothing in it at the moment. Or over here. Yeah, I've got a couple of Bitcoin accounts where I had my Ledger Nano S Plus connected. And so if I try to do a receive in this account, right, and I open up my, I don't know, I think it's kind of weird. Oh, it's because of Kitty. I was like, what happened? Right, if I open up the Bitcoin account or Bitcoin on my Ledger Nano X, it's going to give me an error message. Because it's the wrong device, right? So, but if I disconnect this and connect my Ledger Nano S Plus, I'll need to put in my PIN. I like the way the PIN entry works on this thing. Makes it easy. All right, so now I have my Ledger Nano S Plus connected. All right, it's going to have me open the Bitcoin app. And lo and behold, it works. So same Ledger Live, different device, just that each account depends on whichever device you use to create the account. So I have 2 Bitcoin accounts in here. Whoops. All right, I've got 2 Bitcoin accounts in here that are based on the Ledger Nano S Plus. Right, and then I have an Ethereum account that's also based. So you would create separate accounts for the secondary device, right? You could conceivably manage an infinite number of devices, right? You could manage 7 different devices in Ledger Live. You could have 7 different accounts, and each account is, created with a different device, all within the same copy of Ledger Live. Right. But my Ledger Live, most of the accounts are based on my main Ledger Nano X, right? But you can have you can manage multiple devices, but it gets a little tricky, right? It's not as straightforward, right? But I get it, right? A lot of people use the don't put all your eggs in one basket strategy. They don't want everything on one device, and so they want to like spread their assets across more than one device, and you can manage both of them in one copy of Ledger Live if you want to. If you're in the US, try using Binance US for cheaper trading fees. Ryan Retirement. Why does Coinbase charge 3% fees to convert Solana into US dollar that much? Fees are high. I mean, there's no way around it. Everywhere you turn, fees are going to be high. Ethereum fees are ridiculously high. When you're using legacy finance, you're always going to encounter high fees, right? There are ways to I don't know about Solana. Now, you could, like if you have Solana, let's see. I think I'm using this one over here. Oh, sorry. Okay. So first of all, if you're converting Solana on Coinbase to US dollar coin, you're actually converting that Solana to the ERC20 based version of dollar coin. So you're actually like bridging across networks. And so you're getting charged fees on the Ethereum network to get it in that format. So what you really want to do is, if you want Solana-based US dollar coin, is you put Solana in your wallet, like your like Soulflare wallet or Phantom wallet. And here we could swap Solana for US dollar coin. Let's see. How much is Solana right now? Okay, so one Solana is about 20. So here I can do this swap, and the fees are going to be much lower than 3% if I'm doing this within my Solana wallet. That's a much better way. But you'll have to remember also that you're using, this is US dollar coin Solana based, right? It's not ERC20 based US dollar coin. But it is stable coin. Then if you want to lock in gains or whatever, and you can put that on the sideline and wait for a dip, if that's the whole idea behind stable coins generally. But it's not like easily convertible to cash like it would be on Coinbase. Like on Coinbase, you can take your US dollar coin and convert it to US dollar with no fees. That's the beauty of US dollar coin on Coinbase. But if you're trying to swap your tokens over to US dollar coin, yeah, they're going to charge you fees because you're going between blockchains. Let's see. Is it true that these hardware wallets only last for 5 years max? I think they might last longer than that, but I remember that I had a Ledger Nano X for, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 years, and it got to the point where the it was wearing out. The buttons, they were all like grody looking because of the oil of my fingers for 3 or 4 years, and the screen was getting dim. So I got a new device, but so what? Get a new one. It's not going to kill you. Yeah, everything wears out. I mean, it's not like, I know. I mean, people are, I don't know how long were you expecting it to last? I mean, should it last 20 years? I mean, it's just a piece of plastic and some circuitry. But yeah, I mean, if they wear out, get a new one and restore your seed phrase to the new one. Boom, you're done. But yeah, I mean, they do wear out eventually. Just like anything. I had to buy some new shoes the other day because my shoes got worn out. I didn't go screaming at, the shoe company, hey, why didn't this shoe last 10 years? All right, now I'm getting cranky, aren't I? Ledger Stax sold out yesterday and the pre-order not available. Yeah, we went over there and we were like, what? I pre-ordered mine the day one. But who knows? I don't know if they'll put me first in the queue or it's just kind of random. But supposedly they'll start shipping in March. But according to this, they're like, we've received all the pre-orders we can deliver through summer of 2023. Does that mean that like the first people that ordered it are going to get theirs in March, and then after that the people that ordered later will get theirs in April, and the people that I guess ordered last week won't get theirs till summer? That's weird. Yeah, because I mean, it said on their website begins shipping in March, right? But that doesn't mean you'll get yours in March. I don't know. There's a fine line. I mean, they could only make so many of them, and to meet demand, because they had no idea how big the demand was going to be. So what do? Do you make you spend all this money to make a bunch, hoping people will order a bunch and then come up short if you don't get as many ordered as you thought? Or do you plan to make a certain amount and then, take pre-orders and see, and then if the pre-order matches your projections, great. If more people than you expect order, then hey, there's gonna be a delay. But at least you're not gonna go broke because you built too many and not enough people ordered them. So I mean, they gotta weigh all this stuff. I guess that's what happened, right? I'm assuming that there was a lot of interest and a lot of people pre-ordered this. Obviously, they ran out, or I mean $279. So we'll see. So, but I'm hoping that I'll get mine in March. It'll be great. Or early April. I could deal with that. When staking, do you give them your keys? No. Your private keys stay in your wallet. That depends on, doesn't matter what type. If you're using a self-custody wallet, you're simply locking them into a smart contract, but you're not actually giving them the private keys to your wallet. It's not how it works. But it does disable your access for a certain amount of time. It depends on the unbonding period. So like with Cardano, you can stake and unstake instantaneously. Like with Atom token, there's an unbonding period. So once you decide to stop staking, you have to wait several, I think it might still be 21 days, right? So you've disabled access to your own coin, but you have not given them your private key. Polygon 2. Yeah, you're not giving them your private key. You're just locking the coins in a contract. You're giving them the use of your coin. You're lending them your coin to, sort of, in a way, but you're not giving them the private key. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here, me and Kitty. And we'll see you guys next week. Sorry about the XDC thing. I'll do some more research, but from what I saw on Reddit, I don't think anyone's been able to get XDC to work with my crypto, even though they say that it's supposed to work. But I'll see. Maybe and maybe I'll figure out how to like move $50 around or whatever and grab some XDC, so I'll actually have some in my wallet, and we'll see if we can play it around. Miniswap was good. If you check out the video that I did, where's my mouse? Okay. Check out this video. I'll put a link to it. I use Miniswap in this video on the Cardano chain. Seemed to work okay. Anyway, don't forget, we do this every Saturday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join me again for the live stream from Michigan, where you can throw out questions, and I'll do my best. I'll do my best to get them answered. Hope to see you there. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click. That will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you again soon. No, you don't need to keep your device on the whole time you're staking. No. Yeah. Once you've approved a stake, you can safely disconnect your device. Yeah. Just like when your computer's off, you don't have to keep your device connected. Yeah. Anyway, see you guys next week.